I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.
Yeah, fuck saying that Antonio Brown has CTE. He likely has PTSD from growing up around black people. It's dangerous in the hood, and it's a very scary thing when a bunch of people surround you and start attacking you because they want to rob you. One thing I don't understand is why people want to make themselves targets on purpose. They wear expensive jewelry that's very shiny, and some retard who's poor is like, I want to wear your shiny stuff. You're in Florida. Even though you got your own security, the security at the event is very lax, but yet you are still going to show up there. Luckily, he had a gun. Luckily, he had a weapon on him. He was able to protect himself. They're saying now that, oh, they weren't trying to rob him. He got into a fight with some Muslim. Listen, we're going to watch the footage together. We're going to figure it out. But as far as I'm concerned, it looked like self-defense. This is Florida. In Florida, they have a castle doctrine. They have good self-defense laws. You do not have a right to retreat in Florida. This is not California. In California, if somebody breaks in your house and they're raping your wife, you better pretend like you did not see him raping your wife, and you better turn around and walk the fuck out. You better not swing on him, and you better not even use harsh language. You better just leave. But this is Florida. Things are a little different. So let's watch the video. Now look, this is a guy swinging on Antonio. There's about 4 people I count. Let's see. This is Antonio Brown. This is another guy pulling at him, possibly pulling for his chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this guy right here, once Antonio gets him to the ground, he swings on him. So this is 5. So where is Antonio Brown's security? Antonio Brown kicks him. So maybe this is his security. So maybe he only had 2 security guards. 2, 1. Yeah, I think this guy right here, he's security, and then he's security. He's pushing this guy back. This apparently is the Muslim guy from this other video we're going to watch. This is Antonio Brown security. This is Antonio Brown. And this is one of the guys that fell to the ground, and Antonio Brown kicks him. So obviously he's not with him. Now, who is this guy right here? And why are all these guys, 1, 2, 3, why are they all walking towards Antonio Brown if this isn't a robbery and this is just, his entourage is trying to jump on some Muslim guy? They didn't think Antonio Brown was going to get busy. He put that work in. Okay, now these guys are asking, where the fuck is that nigga? They're trying to figure out where he went so they can go get him. It looks like this was a coordinated attempted robbery for jewelry that they knew was real. You cannot wear this shit around jigaboos. You cannot wear this shit around poor, idiotic people that think that stealing from another person is actually going to be their way to come up in life as Americans. There's a whole class of people like that think that if you're rich, doesn't matter if you're black too, because once you have money, you're no longer black. Remember, to be black is to be poor. Once you get money, they hate you, your own people, everyone, because they don't want to see you with money. And once you have money, you're no longer black, because to be black is to be at the bottom. When you're not at the bottom no more, you're no longer black. You're an ATM and you're a target. And we see this play out across the board constantly. Good water. I count, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count no less than about 10 to 12 men going in the direction, which is behind the cameraman, towards Antonio Brown. The way you know Antonio Brown is behind us is because I'll show you. Antonio Brown ran out this way. All of these people are chasing after him. And in a few seconds, you're going to see what Antonio Brown does to get these people off of him. Antonio Brown is over here, and he just ran out this door right here. Now, they're saying he was shooting into the crowd. It wasn't a crowd. It was a mob of men coming after you. And he probably, and because no one was hit, obviously he probably just shot in the air to back them off of him. So he had enough time to get away. But he didn't get away because he was arrested. So which was brilliant. Brilliant. If he had left the scene of a crime, it would have been that he admitted that he was guilty or in the wrong. He used his weapon and he stayed and he waited for law enforcement and he complied. He's going to be able to plead his case to the police, to the press, and he will be able to plead this to a judge, and likely he will not be charged or have any punishment for this. If you cannot have a gun, if a mob is chasing you in the state of Florida, if you can't use a gun to defend yourself against that, then what the fuck are you supposed to use a gun for? Is it a paperweight? Is it for decoration? Is it to look cool? Is it just so you can pretend like you're hard? No, you have to use this gun to get a mob of criminals and people wanting to rob. You got to get these motherfuckers up off of you. You'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Trust me on that one.
No, shots is crazy.
Like and subscribe on all my platforms, The Single Boyfriend, Kick, Twitter, Instagram. I don't know if Instagram is live right now or not because it's been giving me a really hard time lately. Maybe not. But follow me on all the platforms and on X, The Single Hubby, as well. Now, one thing about these streamer events, you're going to get a weird type of crowd. But you are going to get the people that have nothing to lose, that aren't really doing anything. You're a superstar ex-football player that is always in some drama. Yes, you're invited there, but maybe you shouldn't hang out there around poor people. The worst thing to be is somebody with something or surrounded by people that have nothing. Why do you think they're always constantly robbing Adin Ross and these other little young rich streamers? Because you're literally flexing on top of people that have nothing, who wish they could just take your place or take your shit. And they see you as a tough target because you're small and you're weak. I don't know why they would go after Antonio Brown, but I mean, if you know his jewelry is real, worth $200,000-300,000, maybe he's even bragged about it in a video that somebody saw online, then they are going to test you and they're going to try to take it. Personally, I'm from LA. Where I'm from, we don't wear jewelry. We don't wear anything expensive that's going to make someone want to come chop your arm off for it or chop your neck off to get it. It's just not worth it. And I believe him. He shot in the air because he wanted to scare them away, not because he was trying to hurt them. And he did a good job, and he waited for the police. He didn't run from the scene of the crime. They didn't have to come to his house. He didn't throw the gun. He did the right thing, and we'll show you the arrest video.
Shots for fire.
There we go. Antonio Brown still got his chains on, but he looks like a YN, basically dreads or braids, whatever he has. There's no paramedics, no ambulance, nobody was hit, so obviously he wasn't aiming into the crowd, and the police are leading him away. Probably more of a safety measure to make sure he gets out of there safely.
Don't let no one else.
He's not fighting with the police. He's not resisting. He's actually doing a really good job. He did not leave the scene of a crime. If you're in a car accident or if you're in a shootout and you're in the right, you don't leave. You don't run. You wait for the police because you want to clear this up. That's another charge if you leave the scene of a crime. I've learned that in real life and by reading the internet. And the statute does change by state, but it's pretty consistent that you want to stick around and you want to talk to law enforcement. You want to inform them of what happened. And the good thing about living in 2025 in the future, there's videos, there's proof. Let's go back. This is Antonio Brown, and all these guys are trying to swarm him like a bunch of hornets going after an animal. And he's swinging and they're swinging, and there's more guys coming to help him. Why are all these individuals jumping Antonio Brown? They're gonna claim they weren't trying to jump him. I beg to differ. But look, if you notice, everyone's grabbing at his neck. Look at this. This guy was grabbing at his neck. But remember, he's a pro football player. He dodged that guy. This guy is pulling at his neck. Look at this guy's arm. Look at Antonio Brown's neck. He's trying to pull Antonio Brown's chains off when he fell. And then Antonio slid. You saw that slide? Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, Antonio Brown got a future as a secret agent. Look at the slide right now. Woo, kicked him. Slid, got up, and kicked him. Easy money. And look at it. All these guys want more. They're coming after him. See, initially they had him cornered. Look at this. They had him against the wall. He got up out of there. Well, that boy, you think he's quick on the field. You didn't know he was quick on the draw, too. You think he was quick on the field. You didn't think he was going to be quick to get up out of there. Look how fast he gets away from this mob of dudes trying to get him. They couldn't even keep up with him. Let's watch from another angle, shall we? Here we go. This is this Muslim guy. This is some Muslim dude that randomly pops up at events. This guy is going to be seen crying in the next video. Watch this. Now, this is that hallway that I said Antonio Brown ran down. This is the cameraman from the other video we were watching. The guy in the cream sweater. This is the cameraman from the point of view we were initially watching. This is the Muslim guy right here. Look, and look at this other guy. Now, this must be friends of Antonio. One friend of Antonio. He squares up with the Muslim dude. That's the Muslim guy. But look at Antonio Brown. Look, there's more guys coming. Antonio Brown right here. Antonio Brown right there. And look, that's the guy that was just going for his neck also. They're all chasing him. Look, they're all chasing Antonio Brown right here. They're all going after him. They're all following him out. There you go. Let them have it. Let everybody fucking know I got it on me. I'll be judged by 12 rather than carried by 6. Back up. Thank God for thank God for that Second Amendment. Thank God for the 2A. Thank God for Trump for protecting our rights, because they do want to take that away. They would prefer that a mob is able to rob you and steal from you, and then we'll have mob rule in this country, which is actually true democracy. Mob rule is democracy. Whoever gets the most votes win. Okay, but what if all the votes say that we all vote all in favor of every Thursday we declare that all women are witches and we throw them in the ocean? If the majority of people vote in favor of that, then every Wednesday, guess what's going to happen? Okay, so yeah, you don't want mob rule. You want to live under a republic. It's democratic methods where we do vote, but you don't want where it's all just mob rule and whatever you vote on, the majority wins, and then it's whatever they say goes. You need checks and balances. We're not a democracy. We're a republic. If you don't like our republic and you don't like our gun laws, please head north to Canada or head to Europe, where you can be gay and free in peace, and you can live there. You have to worry about guns. You just got to worry about knives and a bunch of yardies running up on you. Except instead of this case, he had a gun to get these guys off of him. Had he not had that gun on him, they could have beat him to death in the front. Men have been tripped and their heads have been kicked and stomped in by mobs. And if they had a gun, they would have still been alive to this day. So Antonio Brown was running for his life. Look how big the mob was that was chasing behind him. But look how fast Antonio Brown gets out of there. He's running away. He's not looking for trouble. He's trying to get away from danger. This is self-defense 101. This is self-defense. The laws were created to protect him. Now, if he was in California, he'd be fucked. It wouldn't matter. You're supposed to die. But in Florida, you're supposed to protect yourself. It's kind of like here in Texas. That's why that's why people love Texas and its laws so much. This is why living in either Florida, these are the last two states in the union right now, in the republic right now, Florida and Texas, South Dakota too. The rest of the country's gone. And this dude trying to pretend like he's doing something, but I don't know how he got into the mix. But I know everybody was reaching for Antonio's neck. There goes Antonio. Here he comes, running away. He's running away from everybody. He's running. It looks like his face was bleeding a little bit too. I don't know if it was his hair or if that's blood, but he's definitely scared. It looks like something's on his face. I don't know if it's a scratch or if it's blood, but there's something on his face. Right here. Don't know what it is though. But he's running. He's running. He's running away. So he's not trying to start the problem. He's not looking for somebody. And look at these men. They're all chasing him. And they look how close they are. They almost got him. But then all of a sudden, the great equalizer, the handgun, the pipe, the blower, came out and said, "Well, hello there. Well, hello, my friends. I am here." It's like you rub a genie, you rub the lamp and a genie come out. Pie out. And and then guess what you wish for the genie? I wish a nigga would. I got one wish for the genie, and I wish a nigga would. That's your wish? Okay. Hey, you know what? Your wish is my command. I don't want to hear anybody saying he was wrong. Now, do you understand why he had to go ahead and take his shot? Look, that's the guy. He's trying to pretend that somebody hit him, but he wants to get a check. He's going to probably sue Adin Ross, and this is going to be his. Nobody told you to be there. You know, you got to protect yourself too. But this is the point of view of the guy is wearing the cream colored sweater. Now I'm trying to determine the dude in the green sweater with the gray pants right here. Is he swinging with Antonio on somebody, or is he swinging at Antonio? And it's hard to tell. You know, let's slow the video down, shall we? Video playback speed. That was my boy Barry. What up with it, Barry?
What you on, Rico?
Shit, I'm at the crib. What's good?
My cousin and his little partner here with the two ladies of leisure.
Oh,
They trying to do some hanging out.
oh shit, it's 1:30 right now. Y'all want to hit after hours? You know, Bad Habit is open tonight.
After one, you mean?
Yeah, no, the after hours is like 2 o'clock till 5. So I mean, if y'all want to do,
Can they pawn the ladies off though?
yeah, why not?
You get what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. They'll be good there. Yeah. Give me a few minutes.
Normal girl, or can they come like half naked?
You know, let me text my home. I'm gonna text Liv. I'm gonna text Liz right now.
Orchestrated because they got some girls for them.
Okay, cool. All right.
Do Secret Sunday out here to figure out the link.
Bro, we were just talking about how we can open up a location. Look, let me call you back. Give me a few minutes, Barry. Call you right back, bro.
They've been on the block all day. So
All right, for sure. Let me call you right back. Call you right back. All right. Bro, LA niggas, they come out here to Texas and they crazy. Now, this is the guy that was crying foul. He's reaching also. Who was he reaching for? Okay. It's a melee. It's a shit show. This is the guy in the gray. This is Antonio Brown. Are they swinging on each other? No. The guy in the gray is swinging on this guy right here. So he's helping Antonio Brown. It seems like they're like the two black dudes and they're being jumped by non-black dudes. And there they go, reaching for his neck. Reaching for his neck, pulls him to the ground. And it seems like the person. The Muslim guy's right here. Antonio Brown's here, and this other guy's going for his neck. They're both going for his neck. So they're both grabbing on Antonio. And just like on the football field, he's able to juke both of these, all three. He basically he gets away from all three. What is it? 4 of these guys trying to grab him. He slips away from all fucking 4. Bro, if this dude isn't the best receiver on earth, this is crazy. He's breaking from all 4 of these defenders. One down, one right here. He goes down. He slides on his knees. Then he pops up. Look at Antonio Brown's going to go down. He's going to slide on his knees and pop up. Look at him. Slides like an agent. Jumped up like a superhero while the other dude is still trying to get his balance, and he kicks him. Now, these guys are also acting like they seem like he's security. These guys are not security. There's not enough security. It seems like it was a big coordinated effort to go after these 2 dudes. That's the other guy that was with Antonio Brown, and he's looking to square up on the guy pretending to be a Muslim. That the dude with the beard. Look at this. So now he's turning around. And now they're all heading toward. So look at all these guys that are trying. Now, this guy, is that Little Pump? Is that Little Pump holding a chair? So what were you going to do? Go hit Antonio Brown with a chair? Why are all these non-black dudes chasing the one black dude up out of there? Am I tripping? Am I tripping, chat? Let me see. All these non-black dudes, and they're all grabbing on him. And he kicks the dude. He breaks away. Look at all these dudes now all going towards Antonio Brown. It's like, look at it. They're all knowing each other. He's spinning around trying to get this guy's. Where's this nigga going? Look. None of these dudes are black. None of these people are black. And they're all going after him. And then until all of a sudden they see that paya. And then out comes that fire. Fire. Now everybody want to be a victim and cry foul and run. But y'all weren't running. Y'all were actually going to watch him get turned into a pancake like cuz on Don't Be a Menace to South Central when Marlon Wayans and Shawn Wayans was dancing and jumping on that dude and packed him out. They wanted to see that happen to Antonio Brown. If he didn't have it, that's why I'm glad I'm in Texas, bro. Hey, it ain't safe where I'm from. You better to be. Hey, it ain't safe from where I'm from. Shouldn't start beef, never knowing the outcome. It's best to be caught with it than caught without one. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. You live in America. There's too many different types of people in America that want money and need stuff for you to think that it's just safe to go outside. Arrested after allegedly shooting a firearm during a brawl at an Adin Ross event. Look at him. Boom. There we go. Look at him. They're hitting him with shit. That dude tried to hit him too. Look at him. He slid off. And that dude, he got up and he's looking because Antonio got the best of him. Look, He stood up. Antonio about to kick him. Boom. He got the best of that dude. He got the best of him. Look, he got the best of that dude. You saw that? The dude stuck his hand over there trying to grab this big ass chain. Yeah, he did the right thing. I'm sorry, he did the right thing. Yeah, dude, they was jumping him. And look, this is the dude that was just trying to play victim, the Muslim dude. And this is AB's boy swinging on him to protect AB. And then this dude right here is trying to take AB's chain, and so is this one. And then they all kind of realize it's all of us versus him. And then they try to dogpile him, and he pulled it out. Oh, he's already been released.
Quick story time. Story time. No story time. Listen. Yo, there you go. Kelly Liberty City. Yo, that's all you got to say. That's all you got to say, AB. Thanks for inviting me tonight, guys.
I told you he was going to get released. This is Florida. This is not California. Okay, this is Florida. He had every right to use a gun to defend himself from a mob of animals chasing him down to rob him and to kill him. He did the right goddamn thing. Good job. Thank you. See, you lucky you got a governor like DeSantis. He's going to make sure you get out. Law enforcement is going to make sure. And he didn't run. He didn't hide the weapon. He cooperated with the police, and look at him. He's already been released. Not even an hour later, 2 hours later.
I'm so sorry. Chat right here. Chat. Come on, baby. This shit right here. This shit, bro. We show everybody, bro. Y'all can check it. That's my big heart, bro. I had to slap you up outside. Yeah, right after. Shit, I saw what happened to you. Nothing.
He said, I got CTE. I blacked out. But really, he got PTSD. He knows what it's like when people get jumped in the hood and people get stomped out and you get robbed and all that. Man, his life should have flashed before his eyes, and you can tell he acted, you know.
Bring it up. One of them niggas, I don't know what they was jumping to help it. So, but he shot out. No, because they thought you was getting drunk. So he tried to like pull y'all apart. I slammed that nigga again.
Man, that dude wasn't trying to pull him apart. He was trying to pull that fucking dog ass, massive ass piece of, it looked like a piece of a bridge on his neck. That's what they tried to pull off of him.
What? Shit, bro. Security not shit.
Hey, back. He said, "Where the cheeks at, bro? Back on demon time." Shit, let's go. Man, this is a good story. I didn't even see this part. You know, chat, if you're watching this with me, we're just finding out that he was released. We're all finding this out at the same time. I did not know.
Not lose a little skin. You understand? Oh, yeah. Goes right back.
Hey, he got Charleston White on there too. Let's go.
Oh, y'all with us? You on the boat? Oh, he trying to go on the boat. He to the movie. Yo, the truck was gripping me up, bro. One of them was like, man, yo, boy, bro. Come on. Let's start. Let's go.
Man, that's a success story. He got up out of there and he survived. The police and everything got arrested, dumped on some niggas, and got up out of there. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, Antonio Brown did what he had to do to stay alive. This is America. This is a country where there's a lot of crazy people out here. You better use it. If you don't live in a state where it's allowed to, where you're allowed to protect yourself, then you need to fucking move either to another country or to a better state. Because when your time comes, you're better to be caught with it than without it. You know, in my home state of California, if a home invader breaks into your house, you can't blow them away and you can't do any of that. You have a right to retreat now, and they will prosecute you for defending yourself, and you will sit in jail and you will lose your money and you would have to pay all types of stuff. You want to be somewhere like Florida or Texas, especially in the times that we're in right now. Like and subscribe, share the video. Right Wing Rico, the single boyfriend, Rico Bobby. Tune in. I have other stories coming up in a little bit. But like and subscribe, share the page if you can, the single boyfriend, across all platforms. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. But I'm really trying to build up these YouTube channels. These are my new channels. My other ones kept getting flagged, so I'm having to start over again from scratch, but I'm doing everything the right way so I can get back in a partner program. And I will have some other guests tomorrow, maybe later on tonight. I'm going to see if they're still available. But definitely tune back in a little bit. We're going to have more. I'm going to be in the chat also, going through the comments. So thank you for tuning in. Like and subscribe, share the video. Don't be scared to like it. We're friends, I hope. So, you know, and I'm going to be doing some other events too, where I'll be on tour with some people and I'll announce it once we solidify it. And we'll just be meeting in person and talking about all types of stuff, politics, relationships, you know, the things that matter to men the most, because as men, we got to think about our futures. So thank you for tuning in, and shout out to Antonio Brown. I'm glad you made it and survived and you're still alive. Smart man. See you guys shortly.
I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.